All right, so today I kind of want to do a video on the what they call the Holy Trinity of knives. And I've had these long enough to come to which one I like best, which I prefer in my opinions. Feel free to comment what you think is best and why. We'll just go over some things. So we're gonna start with let's start with the Sebenza. And what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So you've got it's good materials, maker, impeccable maker. You know, the design is a knife. You know, it's made for what it's used for. It's made for cutting stuff. You know, daily tasks, things like that. You know, you've got it's just boring to me. You know, the action, yeah, it's all right. It is what it is. You know, I can see this as like, and I think I said this in my previous video. You know, this knife to me is kind of like when my dad had a buck 110. Okay, so what I mean by that is this is what I think of when I think of what my generation is. Buck 10 is what it's gonna be, because there's just so much other stuff out there that's, you know, different and better, and they make different models. You know, every single one of these to me looks exactly the same. You show me a Chris Reeves knife, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I mean, looks the same. Whether the only one is the Zahn. I haven't tried out, but that's the only one that really looks really appealing to me, I guess you would say, and that's just me. You know, I appreciate what Chris Reeves done with the knife world, with the frame lock and everything, but it's not for me. You know, you can use it as a hard use knife. You know, I'm not complaining about pricing or anything like that. U.S. made. It's just there's better options for me anyway. I think, you know. Is it nice to have one in the collection? Yeah, it's nice to have one in the collection. Do I like it? You know, I know you can polish the washers and get that drop shut and all that, but I'm not, it, I don't know. I don't care for it very much. So what are your guys' thoughts on the Sebenza? It's still practical today. I'll give it that. You know, people love them. It's just, and this is a grail knife for a lot of people, and I just kind of got one to see what I thought about it, and I've had it for a couple months now, and it hasn't impressed me in any way. I mean, aside from just build quality and materials, Okay, so next we'll talk about the Strider. What I've got is the SNG crosshatch and Magna Cut 3/4 grind. So this knife, I've avoided getting one of these for so long for the simple fact of the lock stick. You're always going to have the lock stick. See, it's just on a knife that costs as much as these do and go for the secondary or what they're supposed to do. Why? You just forgot to say why. Why is it? And I've played with this a lot, and it's just not one to break in. You can put the lead on there, and yeah, it works. But we live in an age today where this should not be an issue on a knife. Why? If you're the way I think of it is, if I'm a knife maker, and let's say I design a knife and get it all put together, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's that noise? Why is it so hard to open? Why is it we need to fix that? You know, can't open it, or close it rather, without straining on it. What can we do to fix that? I don't know, carbonized lock face, put a steel insert, something. I mean, I'll never buy another Strider again for that fact. It's just stupid. I don't get it. The ergos are good on this knife. It's a functional, nice, you know, it's like a work knife. But if you're gonna have this lock stick on every knife, this knife I think retails for $5.50. If it's got this lock stick, this is something like I would expect from the Chinese. I mean, for God's sakes, it's fucking stupid. I mean, this knife should cost $200. If I was gonna stake my name and put my name out there and be like, oh, it's great ergos and, you know, steel and titanium, but it's, you know, we're just not gonna fix that because, well, just because. Why not fix it? I think that is so stupid with this knife. Why? Just why? Someone tell me why they like to buy a Strider and then have to do this when they want to close it. Just tell me that. I want to know. I want to know. I really do. From somebody that's a huge Strider fan, I want to know why you can do that. And with every other single knife in my collection, it does not do this at all. And I have a lot of knives. None of them do this. You know, like I said, good ergos. Love the choke up, love everything about it, love the look, love the materials. But come on, man. Shit. Send it. If you can't carbonize a lock face, put a steel insert bar in there and send it to somebody that knows how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, unless you want to keep selling this crap, I'm not going to buy another one. I don't even know if I'll keep this one. It's just stupid. Stupid crap. And I know I'll get blasted for it, but I don't care. I buy all my knives. I don't have anybody send me knives. I don't have any company. I have no affiliations. And this is just fucking stupid. And I apologize for swearing, and I probably won't swear anymore in the video, but this is just stupid as shit. Why? Well, can't open it hard. We're going to have to, you know, you can slow roll it, and hopefully it doesn't stick. Oh, that's not so bad. But stupid. It's fucking stupid, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I know there's hardcore Strider guys, just like I'm a hardcore Medford guy. But my Medfords don't stick. Not a single one of them. Not one. It's crap. And it came off-centered. And it came bone dry. Tell me. Just someone comment and say, this is why I like it, because I like my thumb to hurt and try and close it, when there's obvious reasons and ways to make it not do that. It's just that simple. So I'm done with this one. It's crap. Stupid. All right. Up next, the XM18. This one's a Skinner model. It's in full tie. Now this knife, I have no complaints. Zero complaints. There were complaints before about how they came as far as sharpness goes. But so the XM18 3.5 Skinner, and I've since bought the hollow ground Eclipse and the hollow ground XM24. So, and they've all come razor sharp. So sharpening, they've fixed. They fixed that. So this knife, to me, good action, excellent action actually. Multiple ways of deployment. You know, different blade shapes out the ass. You can customize it pretty much to no end. You know, with different parts. Granted, some of them are harder to find than others. Action's good. Action's fantastic. It beats the other two out of the water. I don't know why this is even an issue. Or with the Holy Trinity, I don't even know why this isn't just like put aside for something else. I understand they all came out around the same date. They're all about the same size, but this, you know, and before they had the tri-way system, maybe it did suck. Maybe it was as crappy as those two. you know. But at least these guys have come up, you know, with better, with ideas to improve their knives, as the other two have not, that I've seen. They don't change the thumb studs on the reeds. They don't change the thumb studs. They want you to get poked and prodded every time you open your knife. They want you to have lock stick on these so bad to where you got to turn around and open this fucking piece of shit. So this one, you don't have that. You don't have any of that. And as far as styling goes, and the ergos are even, I would say they're, if you have a non-flipper, I would say it's just as good as the Strider. Just as good. The Strider has perfect ergos. I'm going to give it that. So this one, you know, flipping action's good. Thumb stud action's good. Reverse flick, good. Drop shut. So for me, the clear winner, and again, this is going to be a short video because the other two knives I just bashed the shit out of, and I'll continue to if someone asks me which one I like best, or why don't I have more Striders or Chris Reeves. It's because they're outdated. They haven't moved on with the times. I mean, Hinderer has, and I'm gonna give them props for that, because they've kept up with the times. This guy here and this guy here, they're like, oh, we're good. People are still buying them. I don't know why. I'll never buy these. I bought this, and then I bought 2 more Hinderers after the 5 that I've had already. So these are the only 2 that I will never purchase again, ever, unless they fix, you know, this one. That's just preference, you know. I'm not saying shit at all. I'm just saying it's a granddad knife to me. You know, just like the Buck 110. That's what this is to me. This one is, it's fucking stupid. It's dumb. You know, $250. Okay, I'll pay that for it. It's fucking stupid. Lock stick in 2024, folks. Have at it. And again, there's no oil on that. There's no oil. It's not. You can wipe that off and keep it bone dry, and guess what? It's going to be harder to close. It's going to be harder. I mean, it's retarded. I'm sorry. Maybe that's not the best word. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm going to give my props to Hinderer because, and this, like I said, I've had about 4 or 5 before, but bought this one, bought that one, bought this one. And you can customize all of them. I'm not saying these are just, you know, these are just the ones in my collection right now. So you can customize these any way you want, basically, and blade shapes and stuff. You can get different blade shapes in the Strider and basically just Tontos and sheep's foot. But, you know, action's good. Action's good. Action's good. You know, these to me in 2024 are, if you don't progress and move on, there's so many more options. I mean, Microtech, Medford, Koenig, Spartan. None of these have those issues of these two. And I could go on and on. I could go on and on. But these don't have the same issues as those two. So, to me, the Holy Trinity's dead. And these guys killed it. That, you know, I'm getting a little hostile. I'll calm down a little bit. But I'm trying to emphasize the point of, you know, yeah, it's all, knives aren't made for fidgeting. I understand that. But we all talk about action, smoothness, drop shuttiness. That's not this. It's not this. We all talk about lockup, solid lockup. Yeah, lockup's good. You got lock stick. It's dumb. Then we talk about this one. Action, perfect. Lockup, perfect. No lock stick. You can customize it. You can get a hollow ground blade. You can get all kinds of things. You can get a flipper. You can get a non-flipper. You can change out all the hardware if you want, whatever you want. when you want to. So, to keep my rant short about these three, this one is the winner. This one, ergos are the best. This one is just too old-timey for me. I mean, you know, the money you can spend on these knives, you can buy, you know, the G10 version of this for $4.25. You know, this is $5. This is $5.50. So it's not even a choice, or it's not. There's no. Yeah, I understand what the Trinity means and what it is, but this goes away. This goes away. Let's bring in new guys. Let's bring in the 2024 Trinity. What three knives or brands and models would you put in your Trinity? I'd like to know down in the comments, because I'd probably leave Hinderer in there, throw Medford in the mix, Microtech, and Koenig. These knives here, these three here, okay? So those would be my new Trinity. You know, maybe I'd have to think on it a little bit longer, but if Medford's going to be in there and Microtech's going to be in there, you know, they keep coming up with new stuff. They keep coming up with better things. These two don't. These two don't. They don't. They don't. I don't like them. I don't like those knives. So, short, I'm just going to wrap it up. Blood pressure's getting high. Sorry for the crazy ranting. I just wanted to get this out there as a new perspective. I'm a new reviewer. I've been into knives since I was 14 years old. I'm going to be 44 this year. So it's not like I don't know anything about knives. Not like I haven't been around knives, you know, and there's people who've been around knives longer than I have. But if you disagree with me, that's fine. We all have our own opinions, and I would love to hear them. I really would. I mean, I'd like to keep it civil in the comments, but if I just want to know what everyone else's take is. I haven't seen one of these videos in a while. I've never really watched one. I just know that those are the three knives that are in that category of the Trinity. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts, you know, and I really do. I genuinely do. And I will respond to every comment. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know, it doesn't bother me none. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's something special about these two that make it for you. Maybe you don't care about lock stick. Maybe you don't care about action, you know, and that's fine. But in the 2024 world, this guy wins and will continue to win until the other two change and become obsolete, which I don't think they will, but you get what the gist of what I'm saying. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, you know, hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment, and I'll read all your guys' stuff. And I really appreciate, you know, you guys watching and supporting the channel so far. It's been fun, and I'm going to continue to do it. I love doing this stuff. But have a good one.